Oh my god, what is up, guys? So, I am so happy, and I guarantee all of you are too. So, I've been waiting for this structure deck to come out for a very, very long time. Now, this was released on November the 2nd. That was the release date for this, and that was yesterday from which I'm making this video. And See, the problem with me is I'm a little late to this because, and I probably always will be, I'm not gonna lie, because Tri-Cities vendor, the stalker for Yu-Gi-Oh! Is very behind, and I'm very upset about that. So that really sucks, and if you're watching this Tri-Cities vendor, then improve your game. Like that really sucks that I gotta wait at least another day or two to get the deck that I've waited officially to be released. It is supposed to be officially released in Walmart and Targets on the release date. And around here where I live does not. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make this a whole complaint game, but we will get straight into this actually. Um, this is the new structure deck, Zombie Horde, and this guy, oh, this thing looks so pretty. I bought two of them. I'll probably buy a third one if it's good enough. I don't know yet. I looked up all the singles and all of them looked very expensive, so I might just get a third one, but I always buy two structure decks and see how well they do, and then the singles out of them I'll buy separately and just kind of go from there. Alright, so we're not going to open both of them because they're the same thing. So we're going to put one to the side, and then we're going to focus on this one. And let's get straight into it. I hope you guys can see I'm working with low quality, low budget right now, but I am so excited. I am a Yu-Gi-Oh fanatic, and I have many more to come, and I'm one of those people that love nostalgic decks, and I'm going to be making so much more openings on older decks. And that's the back of this. Okay, so there's the security thing that beeps if you steal it. And this is Zombie Horde Structured Deck Beginner's Guide, and that, it helps you, if you're a beginner, it helps you, figure out how to play the game, really, that's it, and what cards do what, how you attack. I'll probably post another video on how to play Yu-Gi-Oh, but this one's more advanced for the newer kinds of Yu-Gi-Oh. Ooh, gotta check this out. So I always love looking at these. This is the paper play mat for the Zombie Horde. Now, tell me that is not sick. That is so sick, and nobody can deny that. This thing is so cool. I really hope they sell playmat versions of them. I'm sure they do somewhere. I'm definitely going to get one. This is probably going to be my favorite deck. I've been waiting on the zombies for so long to come out. Anyway, so this, on the back of this, it, oh, I didn't have it all the way unfolded. But, on the back of this, it tells you and shows you, this is promotional stuff. And then over here, there is other strategies, the strategy in the deck first, and strategies that you can combine it with over here, like Pyramid Turtle. You can throw some more of those, and it says you can use these two to synchro summon, you know, stuff like that. And that's really useful to people who are beginners or who don't understand it very well at first. I like seeing these right here, like Mizuki. That's a very powerful zombie card, and everyone needs it. Uh, Everyone needs to get a Mizuki for their Zombie Horde deck if you get a Zombie Horde deck. I already have one, but it's in such bad condition. I want to get another one, but they're kind of expensive, I think. Now, onto the deck. And of course, the promotional Duel Links card, which is going very successful. And if you haven't tried it, you better, try it. Like, download it on your phone. It does take a lot of space, not too much. As long as you got a good working phone, then you could download this, and it is so fun. I wish they did have another game that, oh my god, this thing is taking so long to open. I hate the way they do these now. I wish they had a game where you could just pick the cards without having to earn them. But this one also is very cool because you do have to earn them, and that's just like real life. You have to save up your points and buy packs that, you know, it's really cool. I really like that. Anyway, to start out, we have Red Eye Zombie Necro Dragon. Now, if you guys haven't seen this, this is a new synchro card that's came out with this deck, and it takes one tuner and one or more non-tuners, and it is a level 7 monster, Red Eye Zombie Necro Dragon. God, I love the artwork. I love it. And the effect on it gets 100 attack and defense for each zombie monster on the field and in the graveyards. When another zombie monster is destroyed by battle, you can special summon one zombie monster from either graveyard to your field. You can only use this effect once per turn. Now that is awesome. So basically, a rundown of this effect is it gains 100 attack and defense for all zombie monsters in the graveyard and field, which Zombie World would make all monsters on the field zombie, including your opponents. And when another zombie monster is destroyed by a battle, which again, if you were to attack their card and you have Zombie World out, then it would be zombie. So when another zombie monster is destroyed by battle, special summon any zombie monster from either graveyard or your field. Or either the graveyard to the field. So it could be the one that you destroyed. It could be any card in their graveyard, in your graveyard. That's really handy. I really like the artwork. I like the new support that this came out with. I like how it's red eyes, but what sucks about this is it doesn't actually go with red eyes. It doesn't go with red eyes decks. Now, I am going to be reading all the effects. If you want to go to another video where, they don't, then you can do that. But, see, I don't know if you can see the effects or read the effects as well as I can. So I will go ahead and read them for you. This is Necro, and this is a new card too, all I believe. And these are all foil, and it's so cute. It is so cute. So level 3, it looks like a little dragon, but it is a level 3 tuner zombie, of course. And if this normal summoned or set monster would be used as a synchro material, one monster in your hand can be used as one of the other materials. If you do this, all materials for that summon are banished instead of being sent to the graveyard. Basically, if this were to be normal summoned or set and were to be synchro summoned, you can use a monster from your hand, and the materials, including this, would be banished instead. And you would not be able to special summon monsters except zombie monsters. It doesn't say the rest of this turn or this turn, or it's kind of weird. That's weird. But yeah, so synchro summon with this and one from your hand, and it gets banished instead. Oh, two. Wow. I did not know that this came with two of them. That's a very nifty, handy card, though. That's a Necro again. Okay. Doom King. Oh, this is the new boss monster. I haven't really read it yet, but this is Doom King Ballardrach. Or Bellardrach. Wow. He is insane looking. Look at that artwork. I don't know if you guys can see it as well as I am. But Dark, Doom King Baldarach, and it is a level 8 zombie, and I'll read you the effect. It is a very long effect though. It is 2800 attack, 2000 defense. Okay, so during the standby phase, if a face-up card is in the field zone and this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card in defense position. You can only use this effect of Doom King Baldarach once per turn, once per chain, when a zombie monster except Doom King Baldarach activates its effect, except during the damage step. Quick effect. You can apply one of these effects, but you cannot apply the same effect of Doom King again this turn. I'm not sure what that actually means, but you cannot apply the same effect of Doom King again this turn. Anyway, so you can apply one of these effects, negate that effect, or banish one monster from the hand or field, and that is a quick effect. So basically, when a zombie monster activates an effect, you can negate the effect and or banish one monster from the field or graveyard. That is fantastic. That is so good. Wow. Okay, so the next card, Necro World Banshee, level 4, Zombie World in the field zone cannot be destroyed by card effects. Also, neither player can target it with card effects. That's really nifty out and really great to have. Quick effect, you can banish this card from your field or graveyard. Activate one Zombie World directly from your hand or deck. Wow. That is amazing. I need 3 of her. That is so good. And speaking of which, this one says if a zombie monster, the boss card, if a zombie monster were to activate its effect, then you can apply one of the effects, negate the effect, or banish one monster on the field or graveyard. And she would pull out Zombie World for you. And this is a quick effect too. And then you could use this, making all monsters on the field zombie. You could use its effect, and when your opponent activates a effect, it would be a zombie, since Zombie World makes all monsters on the field in graveyards zombies. So that is really nice. If I'm speaking so slowly, I'm sorry. Kind of trying to check everything, make sure that I'm doing this right. Anyway, Glow Up Bloom. We have a lot to go through, so I'll try to go through these a little faster. Glow Up Bloom, level 1 zombie tuner. Now that looks awesome. I'm pretty sure this is one of the best cards out of the level 4 lowers. Okay, so zombie tuner, level 1, of course, dark. Glow Up Bloom. Think this is going for a lot of money, actually, but if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, add one level 5 or higher zombie monster from your deck to your hand. Or, if Zombie World is on the field, you can special summon it from your deck instead. Also, in either case, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn except zombie monsters. You can only use this effect of Glow Up Bloom once per turn. That is so good. So if it's sent to the graveyard, you can banish it and add a level 5 or higher zombie to your hand from your deck. Or if Zombie World's on the field, then you can special summon it instead. And if you do so, then you cannot special summon anything but zombie monsters, but that is amazing. Alright, Kasha. Alright, yeah, Kasha. Zombie. All these are zombie, of course. I probably should stop saying that. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned. Must be special summoned from your hand by controlling 2 or more zombie monsters. If this card is special summoned, shuffle as many other monsters on the field as possible into the deck, and if you do, this card's attack becomes 1,000 times the number of face-up monsters shuffled into the deck this way, whose original type was zombie. That's awesome. So basically, can't be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned from your hand by controlling 2 or more zombies. And if it was special summoned, which this effect special summons itself, if it was a special summon, shuffle as many other monsters on the field, including those 2 other ones, so it at least gets 2,000 attack, and it will shuffle all of your opponent's monsters into the graveyard also, or into the deck also, and you gain an additional 1,000 attack for each monster they control, and it doesn't target, and I mean, that's just really OP, honestly. It doesn't target, so oh, my favorite my favorite view right here. Red Eye Zombie Dragon, level 7. You can tribute summon this card in attack position by tributing one zombie monster. When this card destroys a zombie monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can special summon that zombie monster. That is amazing. Again, Zombie World makes all of their monsters they control and in their graveyard zombie, including yours. And basically, when this destroys a zombie monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, when it destroys any monster, basically, as long as Zombie World's out, you can special summon it to your side of the field. Malevolent Mech Goku-in. You can normal summon this card without tributing. Once per turn during the end phase, if this will summon this way, send it to the graveyard, then take damage equal to its original attack in the graveyard. This card must be the only zombie monster on the field to activate and to resolve this effect. I do not believe this is a very good card at all. And I'm not going to really put much effort into that. Endless Decay, level 5, zombie. If you have 2,000 life points or less, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal or special summon, this card's attack becomes half the opponent's life points. That's pretty nice. But you have to have 2,000 life points or less, so I don't know about that. Paladin of the Cursed Dragon. I actually remember seeing this, but I don't know if it's any good. So, 4-star zombie. Once per turn, you can target one level 4 lower zombie monster in your opponent's graveyard that was destroyed by a battle. Special summon that target. Wow, actually, that is fantabulous. That is amazing. Once per turn, you can target one level 4 lower zombie monster in your opponent's graveyard that was destroyed by battle. Doesn't say yet that this turn, so it can be any that you've destroyed by battle. Special summon that target. Wow. You can once per turn special summon any monster of theirs in the graveyard. Immortal Ruler. Zombie level 4. Cannot be special summoned. You contribute this card, then target one zombie world in your graveyard. Add that target to your hand. That's decent. You add a zombie world to your hand by tributing that. Zombie Master. Once per turn, you can send one monster from your hand to the graveyard, then target one level 4 or lower zombie monster in either graveyard. Special summon that target. This monster must be face up on the field to activate and resolve this effect. Very nice, very nice. Tristan, Knight of the Underworld. When this card is normal summoned, you can target one zombie monster with 0 defense in your graveyard. Add it to your hand. Gains 300 attack if you control another zombie monster or monsters. That's pretty nice. Ooh, I actually did not know that Mizuki was actually in the structure deck, but, well, that's fantastic. I don't have to buy a new one. I really like the way this is panning out. Kind of seems like, yeah, you just kind of destroy them by battle and then take their cards, but there needs to be more power, more attack, because so far from what I'm seeing, which we haven't gotten through all of them, but what I'm seeing so far, not a lot of them has big boss monsters. I mean, good effects, great effects, but I mean, to destroy them by battle is how you activate their effects, and there's none that have a lot of attack, so I'm gonna hope and see if spells are in here that help that out. Mizuki, level 4 zombie. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one zombie monster in your graveyard and special summon that target. Fantabulous. Banish it from your graveyard and special summon a zombie. That is so useful. One of the best zombies ever, I think. God, I love this deck. Gozuki, level 4 zombie. During your main phase, you can send one zombie monster from your deck to the graveyard. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can banish one zombie monster from your graveyard, except Gozuki. Special summon one zombie monster from your hand. So basically, in your main phase, you can send a monster or a zombie from your deck to the graveyard. And that's it for that. And then if this is sent to the graveyard, you can banish a zombie from your graveyard and special summon a zombie from your hand. Shutting or shooting doji, shutting doji. I don't know. Once per turn, you can activate one of these effects. Banish 2 zombie monsters from your graveyard. Draw 1 card. That is awesome. You activate only one of these effects, though. And the second effect. Target one of your banished zombie monsters. Place that target on the top of your deck. That is really cool, actually. I like this one. I mean, as long as you have zombies in your graveyard, which I'm sure you can get plenty in there, then you can just keep banishing and drawing. Like, that's an unlimited pot of greed right there, as long as it's not destroyed. Pyramid Turtle, of course, in almost every deck you gotta have one of these. Well, this card is not Pyramid Turtles, but, you know, for zombies, this is the card for zombies. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon a zombie monsters with 2,000 or less defense from your deck. Now that is insane. That's crazy. 2,000 or less defense. It can have any amount of attack. I think they should throw more than just one Pyramid Turtle in there, but that's why I bought 2 decks. Goblin Zombie. If this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, send the top card of their deck to the graveyard. If this card is sent from the field to your graveyard, or to the graveyard, add one zombie monster with 1,200 or less defense from your deck to your hand. That's awesome. If it inflicts battle damage, send the top card of their deck to the graveyard. If this was sent from the field to the graveyard, add one zombie monster with 1,200 or less attack or defense. 1,200 or less defense from your deck to your hand. Again, doesn't matter the attack. As long as it's 1,200 or less defense, that's awesome. Alright. Isolde, Belle of the Underworld. Now, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly or not, but I just gave it my best crack. Crack. JK. If you control Tristan, Knight of the Underworld, you can special summon this card from your hand. Cannot be special summoned by other ways. You can target up to 2 monsters, zombie monsters you control, and declare a level from 5 to 8. They become that level until the end of this turn. That is great for XE summon. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for less turn except zombie monsters. So it does have to be a zombie XE card. That kind of, I mean, of course it would do that. But you can target up to 2 zombie monsters you control. And target a level from, declare a level from 5 to 8. And both of them could become that level. So 2 level 6s, 2 level 5s, 2 level 7s or 8s. And, you know, make them, overlay them. And as long as it's zombie, then you can do it. Shirano? I don't know. That was weird. Shirano Solitaire. Level 4 zombie. You contribute 1 zombie monster, special summon 1 zombie tuner with 0 defense from your deck. That is awesome. Again, I like how this is working from defense. Anyway, you contribute 1 zombie monster, special summon a zombie tuner with 0 defense from your deck. If this card is banished, you could target 1 of your banished Shirano monsters except Shirano Solitaire, which is this one, or up to 2 if Shirano style synthesis is on the field. Special summon them. You can only use each effect of Shirano Solitaire once per turn. Nice. Unizombie. Actually, I know what half of these do. I'm just explaining all of it for those who are thinking about getting it and want to see the strategy. But Unizombie, level 3 zombie tuner. You target 1 face-up monster on the field, discard 1 card, and if you do, increase that target's level by 1. You target 1 face-up monster on the field. Monsters you control cannot attack for the rest of this turn except zombie monsters. You also send 1 zombie monster from your deck to the graveyard, and if you do, increase that target's level by 1. You can only use each effect of Unizombie once per turn. That is actually really nice, but it's better for XYZs and synchros. And I didn't think about it, but the which one was it? Oh, the Bell of the Underworld, Isol Bell of the Underworld. You can pick a level from 5 to 8, and if you got a tuner, then that would bring out the XYZ, a level 3 tuner, or if you got a oh wait, I think that's a level 7. If you've got a level 1 tuner, which Unizombie or I don't know. There's another one. I don't remember it though. Oh, the glow, or not glow up bulb, but the crap. Something bulb. Glow up bloom. Yeah. That's level 1. You could, this one says you can target 2 and declare a level from 5 to 8 and they become that level. That would help you XZ summon or bring out the synchro. Alright. Marionette might. This is a level 3 insect, but it would become a zombie on the field if Zombie World is active. You can discard this card to the graveyard and target 1 fiend or zombie monster your opponent controls. Take control of that target until the end phase. That's nice. Beast of the Pharaoh zombie, level 3. If this card is sent to the graveyard for a synchro summon, you can target one level 4 or lower zombie monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. That is really nice. You can special summon a level 4 or lower zombie if you synchro with that. Tuner, level 1, flip, zombie effect. So the flip effect is you can special summon any number of black sheep tokens, level 1, 0 attack, 0 defense. That is really handy. Zombie Necronize. If a level 5 or higher zombie monster is on the field, target one monster your opponent controls, take control of it until the end phase. During your main phase, if this card is in your graveyard, you can shuffle one of your banished zombie monsters into the deck, and if you do, set this card but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use this once per turn. Okay, so we left off at Necronauts. I'm sorry, I had a low battery issue, and we're back on Zombie Power Struggle. It is a quick play spell, and it says, I zoomed the camera in, but I don't know if you can see it as any better or worse, but here goes. Quick play spell, Zombie Power Struggle. Target one zombie monster on the field until the end of this turn. It gains 1,000 attack or loses 1,000 attack. During your main phase, if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can shuffle one of your banished zombie monsters into the deck. And if you do, set this card but banish it one, it leaves the field. So basically, that is awesome. Yeah, it is basically just awesome. On the field, which means one of their zombies that they control or yours, and of course, Zombie World makes them all zombies. And you know, it's a quick play spell, so that's what I was talking about earlier. That you know, you can either gain 1,000 or they can either lose 1,000. Or, I mean, if you wanted to kill your monster, you could lose 1,000. Or gain them 1,000. I don't know. I mean, it's weird, but it is a quick play spell, so it kind of comes out of nowhere, and that's really good quality. Really like that. And you can basically, when this is in the graveyard, after you use it, you can shuffle a banished zombie monster into the deck and set this card and use it a second time. Basically like Necronize does. Zombie World. All monsters on the field and in the graveyards, both yours and your opponents, become zombie monsters. Neither player can tribute summon monsters except zombie monsters. And that is a field spell. I should have put more than just one in here. That sucks, but it's fine. I got two. Overpowering Eye. Target one zombie monster you control with 2,000 or less attack, and it can attack directly this turn. That's really nice. Probably something I wouldn't keep in there, but I mean, it would be good for like a last chance kind of thing, and get that last 2,000 hits in if their life points is 2,000 or less. Anyway, Book of Life. Target one zombie monster in your graveyard and one monster in your opponent's graveyard. Special summon the first target, which is the one in your graveyard, and banish the second target, which is the one in their graveyard. So special summon one zombie from your graveyard and banish one from theirs. That's awesome. That's a very good card. Call of the Mummy. Once per turn, and it is continuous. Once per turn, you can special summon one zombie monster from your hand. You must control no monsters to activate and to resolve this effect. This whole deck revolves around special summoning, so I don't know if this would be very good or not. You would always have a monster on the field. Anyway, send one monster from your deck to the graveyard. That would be good for a lot of stuff. I mean, just send any monster you want to the graveyard and then special summon it with the effect of any monster that says special summon from the graveyard. Alright, and then Monster Gate. Tribute one monster, excavate cards from the top of your deck until you excavate a monster that can be normal summoned or set. Special summon it. Also send all the other excavated cards to the graveyard. And that'll send zombie monsters to the graveyard, which you can special summon via effects. Drag down into the grave. Both player reveals their hand and chooses one card from their opponent's hand. Then you discard the chosen cards from both players' hand. Then both player draws one card. So basically, you both pick a card out of each other's hands and discard the chosen cards and then draw a card. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that, but it's just decent to me. Next is Burial from a Different Dimension. Quick play. Target up to 3 banished monsters. Return them to the graveyard. And that would be really good for these because you banish a lot, and then when you return them to the graveyard, then you can special summon them. Now, quick play, Shared Ride. For the rest of the turn, each time a card is added from the main deck or graveyard to your opponent's hand, except by drawing them, you can immediately draw one card. So for one turn, it's basically a maxi, but yeah, that's actually exactly what it is. So each time they add a card from their deck or graveyard to their hand, you can draw a card for each one, except Maxi is if they special summon one. Return of the Zombies. Banish one zombie monster on the field, then special summon one zombie monster. I'm sorry, hold on. Banish one zombie monster on the field, then special summon one zombie monster from the graveyard of the player who controlled it to their field in defense position. If this card is in your graveyard, you can shuffle one of your banished zombie monsters into the deck, and if you do, set this card to banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use each effect of Return of the Zombies once per turn. Basically, you banish a zombie on the field, special summon a monster or a zombie from the graveyard, your graveyard, in defense. And if this is in the graveyard, you can shuffle a banished zombie into the deck and set this card and then reuse its effect just like the other ones, but you banish it when it leaves the field. Haunted Shrine. If you control no monsters, target one zombie monster in your graveyard, special summon it. If you control no monsters, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one zombie monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but its effects are negated. You can only use one Haunted Shrine effect per turn, and only once that turn. So basically, if you control no monsters, target a monster in your graveyard, special summon it. You can banish this card from your graveyard, target one zombie monster in your graveyard, and special summon it. Although its effects are negated, so that's kind of gay. Trap of the Imperial Tomb. When a zombie monster is special summoned from your opponent's graveyard to your field, target 2 cards on the field, destroy them. Ooh, that is really nice. Each time a zombie monster or monsters is special summoned to your side of the field from your opponent's graveyard, you can destroy 2 cards. That's great. Neobug Nest. Send the top 5 cards of your deck to the graveyard. That was just really good in light swarms and such. I don't really personally care for it. Metaverse. I really like this card. Take one field spell from your deck and either activate it, or add it to your hand. So basically, you can activate it straight from your deck, or add it from your deck to your hand. Like kind of like a terraforming, but in this case, if since this is a trap, you can activate it on your opponent's turn, and then if they need, let's say they're playing dragons and they are about to sacrifice a dragon because the dragon's effect says it needs one, you can activate this and make play Zombie World from your deck, and then it's a zombie, so they can't use it. That and many other things, actually, a lot of other things you can do with that. Anti-spell fragrance. Both players must set spells before activating them and cannot activate them until the next turn after setting them. Or cannot activate them until the next turn after setting them. I don't know if that's what I said or not, but that's what I meant. Mask of Restrict. Neither player contribute cards. Well, that's a big FU to layer. So guys, that is the end of the structure deck opening, and I had not noticed this at first. Sorry, I got hiccups. But I had not noticed this when I had first opened the deck. But there is something extraordinary and fabulous about this one in particular opening than many others. In every other video I've seen, it's always a 42 card set, and including, it'll say it right here, that there is one Tatsunekru. Yeah, Tatsunekru. And that makes me very happy and excited to show you that I have 2, and that will not happen ever. And I had not realized that I recounted everything, and altogether it makes a 43 card set, and this is supposed to be a 42 card set including the synchro. And in this opening, I got 2 Tatsunekrus, which was a very big card that I needed, and I was going to buy 3 structure decks just for this card. And I don't need to now because I've already had 2 structure decks, and one of them had 2 inside of them. That is awesome. That is so awesome. I don't know how that happened, but I mean, it amazes me, and it is insane to see because like Konami never messes it up. I mean, I don't understand, but I am so happy at the same time. I'm so happy that I had got a second Tatsunakuru and Necro, and it's insane. It really is. That is crazy. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please drop a like and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button and comment below. Tell me if you ever had the problem, for one, problem with around you where you do not get the release date, where the vendors do not um release it on the release date. I would like to know if that happens often. But comment in the section below. And also, I would like to know if anyone out there has ever gotten two of the same card and had an extra in a deck, a structure deck. Again, drop a like below, subscribe, comment, and let me know your thoughts below. See you guys.